Some of us now to move for this country and it they pay me. I don't know why. Wike dey Abuja, they grab land for children. People's gazette can't blow their land. Show documents when they register companies for children, they grab land for them. Land when collect from people, land when they pursue people come out, because they grab this land, they register that they transfer the ownership to the children. We can't deny it. People's gazette don't blow their land for the second time with more concrete evidence. Now Wike don't go carry some mugus for this country under the guise of coalition. When they defend Wike, say Wike don't grab land for children. Land when he carry from collect from people, give the children no.
Speech at a press conference by the Center for Democratic Integrity and Leadership, CDIL, over the unsubstantiated claims and smear campaign against FCT Minister Nyesom Wike on Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Distinguished members of the press and fellow Nigerians, the Center for Democratic Integrity and Leadership, CDIL, wishes to formally address the alarming, politically charged, and highly irresponsible media campaign being waged against the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON. As an organization committed to protecting democratic governance and defending public servants against orchestrated misinformation, we find it necessary to speak out against what is clearly a malicious attempt to assassinate the character of a sitting minister who has, in less than 2 years, transformed the face of Nigeria's capital city. In a now widely circulated article, the People's Gazette accused Minister Wike of corruptly allocating thousands of hectares of Abuja land to his son, Mr. Joaquin Wike, under the guise of agricultural investment. The publication went as far as fabricating dollar estimates, falsely claiming that the lands spread across Metama, Guzape, Gadua, and other districts were worth $3.6 billion and were allocated without due process. This is not journalism. This is premeditated and politically convenient hit job, lacking in both context and credibility. Let us begin with the facts. Since his assumption of office on August 21st, 2023, Mr. Wike has shown extraordinary leadership and administrative rigor. From neglected roads and infrastructure decay to bureaucratic indifference and fiscal leakage, the FCT was a textbook example of government dysfunction. But under Wike's stewardship, the nation's capital has witnessed a rapid, visible, and measurable reversal of these trends. He has revived the long-abandoned renovation of the International Conference Center, now renamed the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Conference Center, and turned it into a world-class diplomatic hub. For years, the ICC stood in embarrassing decline, yet within months, it was not only fully rehabilitated, but re-equipped to host high-level international summits with renewed prestige. This alone is a legacy-defining achievement. In the realm of transportation, Wike has successfully delivered intra-city rail and bus terminals, a bold step in solving urban congestion, reducing informal motor park chaos, and enhancing public safety for commuters. Today, thousands of residents benefit from orderly, efficient transport hubs previously unthinkable in the FCT. Additionally, dozens of internal roads have been resurfaced, expanded, or completed, particularly in fast-growing but undeserved areas like Lokogoma, Galademawa, Jahi, and Karimo. These are communities that were excluded from the federal development map until Wike insisted on inclusive urban renewal. The roads in Guzape and Asokro extension, once impassable, now attract investors and residents due to deliberate planning and engineering discipline introduced under his watch. These are not cosmetic interventions. They represent long-term institutional reform and capital reclamation. It is within this same reformist framework that land administration has been brought under fresh scrutiny. Prior to Mr. Wike's appointment, dormant allocations and illegal land grabs were rampant across Abuja. In line with his vow to sanitize the system, the minister began revoking undeveloped allocations and reallocating them legally to those who would utilize the land productively. That some allocations were made to corporate entities such as Juak Farms and Estates Limited is neither criminal nor irregular. Juak Farms is a registered business under existing legislation. There is no prohibition against allocating land to a legitimate company based on who its directors may be, so long as the proper processes are followed, which by all available evidence they were. The Nigerian Constitution's 5th schedule prohibits public officers from using their position for unjust enrichment, not from executing legally sanctioned administrative duties. In this case, the Gazette's effort to conflate family association with corruption is lazy at best and libelous at worst. We note with concern that the Gazette made sweeping claims of land seizures, inflated land valuations, and unverified quotations from unnamed heirs, yet provided no bank accounts, no administrative memos, no statutory breaches, and no formal petitions by affected families. Even the claim that lands were seized from the Austrian embassy and are reallocated to Mr. Wike personally lacks a single official citation or diplomatic protest note. It is also telling that in the same report where the newspaper accuses Mr. Wike of systemic land fraud, it admits that he has not been accused of taking money, that he has not personally signed off allocations in his own name, and that he has never hidden the process from the FCT administrative records. How then is this a scandal? Since when did policy transparency become an indictment? Let us ask an important question. Who benefits from bringing down Minister Wike at this time? CDIL has reason to believe that this mere campaign is driven by entrenched interests who have lost access to the FCT's former regime of favoritism. It is no secret that Wike's reform of the Land Department and FCT Development Control Directorate has angered a network of shadowy beneficiaries who, for years, manipulated allocations, forged titles, and built illegal structures with impunity. Today, those pipelines have been shut down, and their owners are fighting back. It is also no coincidence that this campaign has intensified at a time when the Honorable Minister's popularity is growing. His delivery record is undeniable, and his political profile has broadened significantly within the Tinubu administration. Unable to defeat him in the court of public progress, his detractors are resorting to the court of public confusion. The Gazette's reporting also seeks to blackmail the presidency by pushing a false dilemma act against Wike or risk seeming complicit. This is nothing short of manipulative coercion disguised as journalism. President Tinubu, a former governor and seasoned administrator, understands the importance of evidence-based governance. We are confident that he will not be misled by press stunts designed to sow division within his cabinet. Finally, we urge Nigerians to reject this brand of toxic reporting. No public official is above scrutiny, but scrutiny must be factual, fair, and devoid of agenda. Wike's record speaks for itself. He is rebuilding a capital, enforcing development standards, and protecting Abuja from the rot of mediocrity and misgovernance. The Center for Democratic Integrity and Leadership stands firmly with Wike, not because he is perfect, but because the accusations against him are politically motivated, legally hollow, and ethically dangerous to the culture of public service reform. We will continue to monitor this situation and will not hesitate to take legal action against individuals or groups who perpetuate falsehoods with the intent to defame and destabilize honest relations. What evidence? When you talk of evidence, you have to get a credible evidence. Evidence without documentation. They should be able to show a document. Whatever evidence they has no document or any backing. So there was no evidence, to my understanding, and if they are aware, the presidency would have even been more serious with it. Even the presidency that have set in motion people to check concerning this, nothing has been found yet, but however, it's an ongoing process. So let us wait. You will see at the end of the day that People's Gazette has nothing on which they built this their allegation. How can you just jumpstart somebody talking of 3.5 billion? Do you know how much it is in Naira? So it's a baseless evidence, whatever they produced.